Hi everyone. So today we're gonna create an AI-based knowledge agent using different tools. So some of the tools that we are going to be using is KitchenAI, Toolhouse, and Grok. So KitchenAI will be our orchestration platform. Toolhouse is going to be Scripper. Essentially, it is a tool that provides the readily available agents. So there is a scraper tool and there is a web search tool. Both gives different kind of outputs, and Grok is another service that provides the hosted models. So without further ado, let's go to our demo. I have already ran this, but I can run it again. So let me pause this. So there are two ways that I'm going to show you, right? How AI workflow are typically done in traditional approach, and how it is done using Kitchen AI right, in more of a structured approach. So I think by the end of this video, you will be able to see how we can cut out unnecessary complexity and make AI workflow modular and reusable. So manually building a web search agent, what does that mean, right? Let's first talk about that. So first, we have to install the pipeline processes and the libraries. So here, that is what we are doing. This is my API key for Grok and Toolhouse. Don't worry about it. I'll change it. Not a big deal. And once that is done, I'm initializing few of the prereqs, which is logging. And with Grok, you have to initialize the LLM. So in this case, I'm using 3.2 Llama. And once that is done, I'm also initializing Toolhouse. So doing the metadata for the Toolhouse tools, which is not required, but hey, that's me going a little above here. And finally, I'm initializing a KitchenAI app. You know what? Let's do KitchenAI app 2. Let's initialize that. So in traditionally, what we do is we have this React agent, and we use the tools from the tool house, right? And the bundle is close to web search is essentially if you check the toolhouse documentation, you can create a bundle, and in that bundle you can put the tool. So in this bundle called web search, I put the tool web search itself. So the biggest thing here is you are attaching all these tools manually, right? And you are registering an LLM for processing, and you execute it by calling .achat, data query, as you see here, right? And we need another tool, so we are going to do the same thing for the web search, or oops, not web search. It would be for scraper, right? We're going to do the same process. But that is a problem. Why? Because every time we need a new capability, we are manually defining a new agent. And we have to handle tool selection. We have to handle the API registration, right? Because we have to expose these APIs somehow for some reason, if folks need it. And obviously, there is going to be a workflow management, right? It works, but it's not scalable. Right? What if we want to add more tools, more AI logics? Are we going to continue building it? Sure, we can, but it's very complex. When it comes to like hundreds of agents and big gigantic code, it is going to be tedious. So the structured approach here is instead of manually defining agents one by one, what we can do is use a structured AI runtime that automatically routes all these queries to the right tool. And that is where the kitchen AI approach comes in. So in this KitchenAI approach, you see what we do is just define a query handler. You can name it anything you want. For mine, since I'm using this particular function just for a scraper, I'm saying it scrap, right? So I'm doing something similar for web search too. Uh, in the traditional approach, we would just like blatantly put that under a function. Now this agent is going to be registered under web search. So now instead of manually defining an agent, we just register a query handler and we call the function. And Right, so this is a Whisk base response schema for off kitchen AI, and which we have to adhere to, and we return the response. No need to manually connect LLMs, tools, or workflows. Okay, so let's run it because I think we need to here. And now this is my NATS URL. It's like a playground URL that we created. Client ID. So client ID and the app has one-to-one relationship, so it has to be different. So this is already used for one. So I'll probably do anything I want. You can put anything you want here as an ID, and I hit run. So it's running. Okay, so that means the client is running. And as you see here, AI Toolkit Demo 2, which is our app name, has registered these two query handlers, which is scraper and web search. Okay, now let's go to the URL itself. Here, this is a KitchenAI dashboard, right? And I just created AI Toolkit Demo 2, I think. Let me check again, actually. What did I register as? AI Toolkit Demo 2. So here, AI Toolkit Demo 2. I'll go to chat, AI. Here. If you want to get some of the details, you can still see AI Toolkit Demo 2. I have a handler registered called Scraper and Web Search. And in the chat, AI Demo 2, you start a new session. Here in the settings, you can, right now, agent is a placeholder. Do not worry about that. But right now it's query. See which handler you want to use. I want to use Scraper first and save change. And now I'm going to put something like, what do you know about NVIDIA? Okay. It's running here and it gave me the output. So don't worry about it. There is some color differences here, but you will see this big giant content that's that is coming as an output, right? So let me go back to the code. What's happening is here I'm using Scraper. This is a handler function that we just selected in the client side, and it is going to the agent called scraper. Now we do not know the how this scraper is implemented in toolhouse because it's toolhouse tool, right? So we do not know, it's abstracted. But regardless, what we did here is kitchen AI is managed to it has managed to get the response from the toolhouse and is showing in the client side. So instead of managing multiple agents manually, we get more of a modular and reusable AI workflow approach. So think of it, let's say toolhouse does not exist. You have your own custom tool. What do you do at that time, right? You have like big gigantic this RAG pipelines or the RAG agents itself that is using LangChain. Okay, so you build the scraper using LangChain itself. You are not using the toolhouse, and you create another agent called web search. But instead of again a toolhouse agent, you create this using Llama Index. right? So with this approach, we get more of a clean answer in one unified request itself. Why? Because it is more of a framework agnostic tool. So the traditional approach here is manually registering every AI tool, agent, and APIs, all these things. And the structured approach here is to register once to KitchenAI and let the AI runtime manage the routing itself. Like you do not have to worry about it. So the key benefit here I see is you get the scalability, modularity, and flexibility without extra complexity. And that is what the next generation agent workflows platforms are going to be doing. I just showed you for scraper. Let's do the same thing for web search, right? So set changes here. What was the okay? Said what you know about NVIDIA. So this was from a different handler agent, and this is from a different handler agent. Content is going to be completely different, right? See now it says this. And we are using, we are in the mercy of the toolhouse tool right now for giving this response, but the fact remains the same, that you can implement the way you want, abstract the whole implementation, and use KitchenAI for smart routing, right? And the benefit here is also we provide the API, unified API approach. I'm not going to talk to you about that in this video. We also can, do the whole workflow. Right now we are just doing the individual agents. So I have created the whole workflow, but I'm not going to go this because it's more of an advanced topic. So yeah, not just agents, we can do the workflow itself, and this is going to be the key benefit. Instead of managing individual AI workflow, we create a flexible system that lets us plug and play new capabilities as needed. So this is the difference between manual AI integration and structured AI workflows. So I would love to hear your thoughts and see how you are managing your AI workflows today. Thank you.